Hello everyone and welcome to Bridge is for Everyone. My name is Jad and I'll be your guide in the world of bridge. I'm a nationally accredited bridge teacher with a long history of teaching bridge to people between the ages of 9 and 90. If you're in this age group and want to learn more about bridge, then this is the channel for you. Today I'm starting a new Learn to Play series of videos. This series is for everyone who is not already a confident and successful bridge player. I'll start at the beginning with no assumptions. So even if you've never played bridge before, by the end of the series, you'll know everything you need to become both a confident and successful bridge player. As well as introducing bridge to complete beginners, this series will assist existing players in refreshing their bridge knowledge, updating their game to the 21st century, and enhancing their overall approach. This is episode 1 of the Learn to Play series. In this episode, I'll answer the basic question, what is bridge? This episode is for those who've not played bridge recently. If you're already a regular bridge player, feel free to skip forward to the next episode. Bridge is usually played on a square table. It's played by 4 players and the players are divided into 2 pairs. Each player sits at a different side of the table opposite their partner. One side of the table will be designated as north. For us, this will always be at the top of the screen. The other sides of the table are obviously south, east and west. A regular pack of 52 cards is used to play bridge. Jokers are not used in bridge. In each suit, the highest card is the ace, followed by the king, queen and jack, in that order. Then the number cards from 10 down. The lowest card in each suit is the 2. So the players are seated, and with a good shuffle of the cards, we're ready to play. Let's jump straight in and I'll help you play your first game of bridge. You'll be sitting south, but don't worry, I'll sit beside you to help. Later in the series, we'll look at the reasons and methods used in every part of bridge. But for now, let's focus on just the mechanics of playing. It's your turn to deal, so start with the player on your left. Deal 1 card at a time, face down to each player in a clockwise direction. Keep going until you've dealt the entire pack. All players now pick up their cards and look at them, while keeping them hidden from the other players. Let's zoom in and look at your cards. It's easier to understand your hand of cards if you sort them into suits and alternate the suit colours. The order of the suits in your hand doesn't matter. Because you dealt, you get to go first in the first phase of playing a bridge hand, the bidding. You have a good hand, so you'll start with a bid of 1 heart. Later in this series you'll learn why, but for now just make the bid. There are many different ways to bid, but at this table we will place a bidding card on the table. The opponent to your left bids next. With a weak hand, the opponent passes. Your partner is next to bid. In response to your opening bid, your partner bids 3 hearts. Your right-hand opponent bids next and calls pass. Now it's your turn to bid again. As you'll learn later in this series, you know that you and your partner have the cards necessary to go a little further. You bid 4 hearts. If you're successful, this will result in a very good score. After your bid, the other 3 players all pass. This ends the bidding, and you do not get to bid again. Your final bid of 4 hearts becomes the contract for the play phase of the hand. Because you bid hearts before your partner, you will be playing both your hand and your partner's hand. Because you are playing the hand, the opponent on your left plays the first card. West plays the King of Spades. To enable you to play your partner's hand, it's placed on the table face up for all to see. Your partner is known as dummy and must not speak or help you in any way. There are a few things dummy can do, and we'll look at these later. Because the contract is in hearts, dummy's hearts must be placed on the left as you see the cards. Once again, the cards are in alternate colours to prevent any confusion. This layout is what must be used for dummy's cards when you play. But to give you a little more room, I'll place them across the top of the screen instead. Because the opponent played a spade, all other players must also play a spade if they have one. It's dummy's turn to play, but remember you are controlling dummy's cards. You choose to play the 5 of spades and tell dummy to play it. Silently, your partner places the 5 of the spades towards the centre of the table. Your right-hand opponent, East, chooses to play the 2 of spades. It is your turn to play. Once you do so, each player will have played 1 card. This is called a trick. Because everyone will play a spade, the trick will be won by the player who plays the highest spade. You decide to win the trick and play the ace of spades. The cards that were played to the first trick are collected and placed to record that you won it. There are a few ways to do this, but we'll place the cards face down with at length pointing to the pair that won the trick. Because you won the trick with a card from your hand, you get to play the first card to the next trick. This is called leading. From the bidding, you know that the contract was 4 hearts. This means that you need to win 10 tricks to make your contract. The number of tricks needed is always 6 more than you bid. It also means that hearts is the trump suit. A trick is won by the highest trump played or by the highest card of the suit led if no trump is played. So in our case, this means that the 2 of hearts would beat the King of Spades if they were played at the same trick. So it's important to eliminate the opponent's trumps. For this reason, you decide to lead the 2 of hearts. West plays the 5 of hearts. You tell dummy to play the Jack of hearts, knowing that it will win. East plays the 6 of hearts. You win the trick with the card from dummy. You collect it and add it to the trick record. Dummy's card won that trick, so you must lead one of dummy's cards to start the next trick. You still need to eliminate trumps in the opposition hand, so you lead the Queen of hearts. East plays the 7 of hearts. You know the Queen will win, so you play the 4 of hearts. West can do nothing to win the trick and so plays the 8 of hearts. That's now 3 tricks to your side. With 8 hearts already played, 3 more in your hand and 1 more in dummy, that accounts for 12 of the 13 hearts. You call on dummy to play the 3 of hearts. East plays the 9 of hearts. You play the 10 of hearts, which is guaranteed to win this trick. West has no heart and may play any card. West plays the 4 of spades. That's 4 tricks to your side. You have some good clubs, but you're missing the ace. You decide to try to get it out of your way by leading the 4 of clubs. West plays the 5 of clubs. You play the Jack of clubs from dummy. As you hoped, East plays the Ace of clubs to win the trick. This trick is placed across the table to record a win for your opponents. East leads the 7 of spades to the next trick. You only have 1 spade left and play it to the trick. West can see that dummy has only the 6 of spades and plays the 8 of spades, which is a guaranteed winner. You call on dummy to play its last spade. That's another trick for the opposition. The opposition cannot see your cards, so West leads the Queen of spades, hoping to win another trick. Dummy has no spades and no trumps, so it cannot possibly win the trick. You play a worthless 3 of diamonds from dummy. East is also hopeful that West's Queen will win and plays the 9 of spades. You have no spades and so may play any card you wish. You play the King of hearts to win the trick with a trump. That's 5 of the 10 tricks you need. You lead the King of clubs from your hand. West plays the 3 of clubs. You play the 2 of clubs from dummy. East plays the 7 of clubs. You have 6 tricks so far. You lead the 6 of clubs to dummy's top clubs. West plays the 8 of clubs. You play the Queen of clubs from dummy, and East, who has no more clubs, plays the 2 of diamonds. That's 7 of the 10 tricks you need. Dummy's 10 of clubs is a winner, and you lead it. East plays the 6 of diamonds. You discard the 5 of diamonds, and West plays the last club, the 9. That's 8 tricks. You lead dummy's Ace of diamonds. East plays the 9 of diamonds. You play the 7 of diamonds, and West plays the Jack of diamonds. That's 9 tricks. You only need 1 more, and you have the Ace of trumps, a certain trick. Try not to smile too much. You won that trick in dummy, so you have to lead a diamond. You choose the 4. East plays the 10 of spades. You have to follow suit and play the 8 of diamonds from your own hand. West plays the Queen of diamonds and wins the trick. That's 1 more for the opposition, but it won't be enough. West leads the King of diamonds, knowing it will lose. You play dummy's last card, the 10 of diamonds. East plays the Jack of spades, and you play the Ace of hearts to win the final trick. You check the trick record to make sure that you have the 10 tricks you need for your contract. You do, you win the hand and score well. If that was the first time you've seen a hand of bridge played, congratulations. In upcoming episodes, we'll see why you bid and played the cards the way you did. And of course, you will see what to do with any other cards you're dealt. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.